Hey, YouTube. You know what? I just did a video about who would you hit with your magic wand kind of thing. And I touched on a subject that I didn't know was really like hit a nerve in me. And that was that was my choice in a father for my oldest daughter. I married out of wedlock, and that was problem number one right there. The second problem, which in hindsight, which is always 20/20 or close there to it, is that I should have waited. I should have waited to have a baby, but I really wanted to have a baby. She was not an accident, and that's, I don't know if you say the sadder part about it or what, but she wasn't an accident, so it's not even like I can say, oh my God, you know, I made the worst, you know, I had if she was an accident and I didn't know what was going on, blah, blah, blah. I knew. I wanted her, and I knew, and I even knew that I wanted to have a baby from him. But it was more than the fact that I thought, oh, he was going to be a good father, or that he was a good man. More than anything, it was just that I like him. I wouldn't want to have a baby from somebody who I just didn't like, or from somebody who I wouldn't be able to stand and look at years down the line. You know, I thought he was attractive. You know, we had been dealing with each other for about 1.5 years. So I was very comfortable with him. And, you know, I liked his mom. So it was a lot of different factors that were right. And I decided I'll just have a baby. You know, he'll be the perfect father for me. And when I told him that I wanted a baby, he was like, no, I'm too young, I don't want no baby. And I thought to myself, well, if you don't want a baby, then you know what to do. But I want a baby, so I know what to do. And I did. I got the baby that I wanted. Keep in mind, guys, that I have never, ever regretted, to this day, ever regretted having my daughter. Never once. But it saddens me now. Saddened me a few years after her birth, that I wish I had done it the right way. I wish I had waited for the marriage, and, you know, the father, so that we could both be in the home raising the child together. Now, I didn't let history continue to repeat itself, because after I had her and I realized I really am gonna have to do this by myself, I made a vow then, no more kids will come this way out of wedlock, because it was very difficult. And I worked 2 jobs because I wanted her to look as pretty as she could be. You know, all dolled up with all the hair ornaments. You know how we do. All dolled up with all the hair ornaments, all the accessories. I used to keep Avon hot with all kinds of popsicle earrings and the popsicle necklace to match, and the whole 9 yards. I did it all up. But I began to regret the other part not being there, because I always believed that a father was very important to a child. Always did. And I always tried to express to him how lovely she was. You know, if you spend a lot more time with her, you're just gonna fall so in love with her that you'll just want to do the right thing. And I wasn't talking about money, which money would have been good. That's not what I was talking about. I was talking about just knowing who she was, just loving her just because she was so sweet and because she is so lovable. I just wanted him to know. I just felt like, how could you not love her? I mean, I believe he loved her. Don't get me wrong. I believe he loves her. I still, to this day, I believe he loves her, and I believe that as she got a little older, I think he loved her even more. He was in and out of his own thing, and you know, this and that. But I don't think he ever did the whole love and bonding thing when she was younger to really solidify the relationship. So as she got older, he started feeling even more like a bio dad. Because when she was younger, she used to say, my daddy, my daddy, my daddy. When she got older, she started saying, my bio dad. So I think the shift came in because I never denied him the chance to see his daughter, and I never denied her the chance to see her father. I always took her to see her grandmother and her nana and her great-grandmother until they passed away. Never denied him the opportunity to feel free to come to the house and talk to her. And I used to encourage him, if you're just passing by through the neighborhood and you just want to say hi for a few minutes, you should do that. So I always encouraged their friendship, relationship. And he just chose not to be there for the great majority of her life. You know, and so that saddens me, you know, at times, to think that that was a choice that I made. That would have to be something that she would have to deal with for years. And when it really, really hit home for me was one day when we were just sitting there, and this was just the other day, and I was just reminiscing on some things when she was younger and how she'd be so excited about he's coming to pick her up from school, and she started bawling. She just started crying, and it just kind of blew me away, and it saddened me even more, because then she started saying, Mom, what was wrong with me? Why didn't he want me? Why didn't he love me? And I know he loves her. I do. But he loves her in a different way. I don't think he loved her the way she needed him to love her. And that saddens me. I didn't know she felt that way. So to see my baby cry like that,